Where are you at? I was gonna say how long you still got on your drive.
I just started, bro. Like I ain't even left. I ain't even out of Charlotte yet. So
Well, yo, all right, we live now. What's up, under construction? I know this is kind of spur of the moment. This is a different thing. I'm gonna beat the Falcons on All-Madden on Madden 24.
you're pretty confident about that too.
Yeah, well, I my franchise mode is crazy. I mean, I have like I average like 70 sacks a season with Brian Burns,
Right.
Bryce Young putting up 7,000 yards a season. Because
See, Kyle, you're the type of person I don't play online because I'm gonna hate the game after I play you. So I stick to just playing the regular old computer, playing regular old games. Like you got to stay away from playing people like you, man.
yeah, I got back into Madden this year after I took a few years off and it's all right. It still got some Madden shit, but
Right.
all of the meta stuff and the mechanics, everyone's figured that out. So the thing is, franchise mode, you want to play it on All Pro because All Madden is just
Goofy.
fucking, yeah, it's ridiculous, right? So if you play franchise mode on All Madden, it's not fun. But having said that, there go Rodney. What's up, Rodney?
Oh man.
But in All Pro, even with sliders, it's easy to dominate the computer every game. So I'm gonna give All Madden a shot here, but I gotta play the Falcons. So
Yeah, man. Just a heads up, man. Desmond Ritter's gonna throw for like 400 yards on All Madden, man, because like everybody's good on All Madden. It doesn't matter what their rating is.
Yeah, and it's weird because even in All Pro and franchise mode, the CPU quarterbacks are ridiculously accurate, which is crazy because Bryce Young's rookie year, I'm struggling with him, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't throw nothing. Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield, he looks like he back at college. So
throwing darts, yeah.
But I figured out the new pass. Madden's got the new passing system this season, which is it's all right. I mean, it's not like revolutionary.
Right.
It's once you master it though, it is a little better than the old system was, but still, it's
yeah, I want you to beat them 78-0. I don't care if it is a damn video game.
I think I can do it, bro.
On Madden, I want to see this.
Okay, all right. Let me see some more people joining. Let me see.
Yeah. For those joining us right now, they're probably like, "What the hell is going on?" Yeah, for those of y'all who may be joining, I am on my way down to the ATL to represent. Go see us come away with a victory, hopefully, like I predicted, unlike somebody else.
Hey, man. No, okay, so I mean, I'm gonna stick to my prediction because you can't change your prediction, right?
Yeah, you're right.
But I mean, I was, thinking about this and watching some analysis and stuff, and no outcome would surprise me. If the Panthers destroyed the Falcons, that wouldn't surprise me because I don't have a lot of faith, and I don't think Falcons fans have a lot of faith in Desmond Ridder. Like with Danny Thompson, I don't think they feel like Desmond Ridder is their guy.
Yeah.
And it's really going to come down to how comfortable is Bryce Young in his first NFL game.
And how well do we block for him?
Yes. By the way, in Madden, this is what's going to make this hard on All Madden. The Panthers' offensive line.
Terrible.
Garbage.
Worse than it is in real life. Yes.
Worse than it is in real life. Man, it's terrible. And it's really bad. Very hard to pass with the Panthers O-line, which sucks. They have a great offensive playbook. Although I use the Saints offensive playbook. But and Miles Sanders is a beast on this game. But
he sure is,
That O-line is absolutely terrible.
Hey man, I don't know if I'm being Homer or not, man, but I kind of feel like some of those defensive guys on the Panthers are a little underrated as far as rating goes.
Yeah, they do that every Madden, and it'll level out as the season goes on. Now they do the dynamic ratings
Yeah,
things, but I felt like JC Horn should have been rated a little bit higher.
Frankie
Louvu, even Brian Burns.
Yeah.
Brian, and I'm gonna show y'all this game what you can do with Brian Burns. I'm gonna show y'all how unstoppable he is in Madden. I felt like he should have at least been 90 plus.
Hey Keyza, you gonna help, but you also gonna make people hate the game.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna make y'all just hate this game so much. So all right, hold on. Let me
Hey man, while you're setting that up, man, so yeah, are we gonna pay Brian Burns what he wants?
So now the Nick Bosa deal is done, I think that his deal will get done, and I expect it to be in that neighborhood. It's not going to be Nick Bosa's deal. Brian Burns he's ridiculous if he feels like he should be paid Nick Bosa money,
right.
But he's going to get close, or he's going to play him in the franchise tag.
Is he going to get Myles Garrett money?
You know what? I mean, Brian Burns has been in the top 5 of every pass rushing category damn near since his rookie year, right?
Right.
But we have not seen an outright dominant season from him.
That's my point.
And I feel like if you want Myles Garrett or Nick Bosa money, then you have to put up these dominant seasons like those guys. I don't feel like, and I could be wrong here, but whenever we go up against San Francisco or Cleveland or the Rams, we're always like, man, we gotta watch out for Nick Bosa or Aaron Donald.
Those guys. Right.
Yeah,
you gotta know where those guys at all times, right?
I don't think teams are doing Brian Burns. I really don't think teams. I mean, you gotta account for him because he's good. But I don't think teams are like, man, we got to know where Brian Burns is on the field at all times or we're going to lose this game.
Yep.
And Brian Burns needs to have that kind of season where he is doing where he's doing that, where offensive coordinators are like losing sleep trying to figure out how to stop this guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's that guy yet. I think he's very good, but I just don't think he's that guy.
No, yeah, not yet. I mean, he could be, but it's... Boy, if they pay him, what he's wanting, and he has a 10-sack season, that's a disappointment in my opinion.
Right, I agree. It needs to be somewhere. It needs to be somewhere north of like 12. Like it needs to be closer to 15 sacks. Yeah,
you got to be dominant. Like I mean, I think he could possibly do it, but we just haven't seen that for us to pay him. We're paying him based on his potential, and that could be risky. But what other choices do the Panthers have?
I mean, I hate to ask hindsight questions, but it's like, should we revisit that whole trading for 2 first-round picks deal? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that shouldn't have been the move.
Right.
I mean, you dumped off your whole offensive, all your best offensive players to build around Bryce Young. I mean, why not? Why not let Brian Burns go and try and get, the next Nick Bosa or Myles Garrett, unless you feel like, Brian Burns is going to be that guy.
Hey, real quick. Under construction. Can we get a Colorado Nebraska score update?
Yeah.
Panthers fans have a special interest in that today.
So my head says Nebraska, but my heart says Colorado.
Right. Absolutely.
And as a Panthers fan, if I wasn't a Panthers fan, I wouldn't have a rooting interest
Yeah, nobody would care. Right.
in this,
Right.
right? But let me see if I can find.
Yeah, because I was talking. I'm not going to sit here and act like I follow Nebraska or Colorado football,
Right,
but
yeah.
talking to a Nebraska fan the other day was telling me, hey, Nebraska's defense is definitely not TCU's defense, so don't expect Colorado to score 40-something points against that defense. However,
Right.
Nebraska really can't score like TCU can, so not expecting a high-scoring game.
Here's the thing. I know that Colorado is a rebuilt program from scratch, almost literally, but we're not going to act like
that's
Nebraska,
right? Yeah, they're not scrubs.
Nebraska wasn't like some powerhouse that had to hire Matt Rule. I'll put it like that.
Right.
So 0-0 right now. Looks like Nebraska has the ball. They are on the 25. Colorado's 25. So they're at least in field goal range.
This is already a totally different game from last week. Completely different.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I know that Nebraska's defense ain't TCU, but how do you stop Shedeur Sanders?
Right.
I mean,
yeah, that's man.
I'm wondering if like the Panthers are like, damn, we should have waited.
Take another season.
Right. Damn, we could have kept them kids. Yeah.
Maybe we should have kept Matt Rule around one more season.
Could have kept them kids. Yep. Got Shedeur Sanders. I know it's hard to tell and it's not just one game. I mean, he did good things at Jackson State too, but this was his first game, the FBS, and he looked like he was playing Madden.
Yeah, looked like the number one pick to me.
Yep. All right. I'm waiting another few minutes.
Yep. Just want to, quick shout out to Rodney if he's still on. Just wanted to know if you watched Florida State last week and the eventual ACC champions. And I'm really sorry about Clemson. Not really, but shout out to the Duke Blue Devils in their victory last week.
Imagine saying that. Shout out to Duke for anything.
I don't think I've ever said that before. God, I might need a shower.
Yeah. Well, what you gonna get into Atlanta tonight?
I mean, it's Atlanta, brother. It's Atlanta. Anything. I'm getting up with DJ Arsenal from Charlotte, Ray Anderson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take me to some Atlanta party. Should be a good time.
Okay.
And for those watching, we are going to do a show tomorrow. I will probably be in my car again, but we will give you a show.
Yeah, win, lose, or draw. It's going to be I just want to see what Bryce Young looks like. I don't think Panthers fans should have any real expectations beyond that. You just got to see how the O-line is going to hold up and how Bryce Young looks.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something I'm going to keep an eye on. I want to keep an eye on how the defense uses Jeremy Chin. Because I saw something interesting the other day, man. Like, if you go look at the depth chart, like, they don't have Jeremy Chin starting now. And the reason I think that is because I don't think they want Jeremy Chin to have a particular position. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think they just gonna put Jeremy Chin wherever they want to on the field and kind of let him cook, man. So I want to see how they use him tomorrow.
Yeah, I expect this, and this is one thing that we didn't talk about last week. The Panthers defense has some guys that have played super solid to outstanding in the last few years, and now they all need to make big steps.
Right.
Jeremy Chin, Derek Brown, J.C. Horn. If those guys can play up to their potential, that defense is going to be
should be really good.
Really, really good, right?
Absolutely.
And I don't think anybody's worried about the defense. It's the offense. What's that offensive line? Gonna look like. So.
Yeah. By the way, DJ Chark out tomorrow. Thielen questionable. So man, that's just gonna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey man, DJ Chark is my guy on franchise mode. I have him up to superstar. He be averaging like 200 yards a game.
I bet you only run one route with that dude, man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got there's a corner route. I'm gonna show y'all that y'all gonna be like, that's the stupidest thing I ever saw. But there's a way to maybe not glitch it, but you can manipulate the defense in Madden to where DJ Chark will be open almost all the time. So I abuse that play. That's my third down. Like,
yeah.
Okay, I need a first down here, but
Hey man, are you a 2K guy? I never asked you that, man. You play 2K?
What?
Are you a 2K guy?
So yeah, I just don't play any basketball game that often because I'm a franchise mode guy, and playing 82 games
it's a lot.
Madden.
Right.
Yeah, Madden, I can knock out a season in a Saturday if I really wanted to. Whereas, 2K, like by the time I'm done with the season and the playoffs, it's like real life. It's like, yo, I need a break.
Look, by the time I'm finished, it's time for the new game to come out. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah, yeah.
I never get through it.
Yeah, I try. I don't know. You can shorten the length of the seasons, but to me, like a 50 game season, it's not the same, right? It's not the same.
So let me tell you about my latest franchise mode in NBA 2K. So the cool thing about this 2K23 is like you can play in different eras, right? So I played in the Kobe era where we were the Bobcats. And I basically rebuilt the Bobcats. Let me tell you the easy part of that franchise. You can draft in hindsight. You understand what I'm saying? So who not to draft, right? So I got this like amazing team, dude. I got like Kyrie Irving and Bradley Beal, man. and who else? I got Carmelo Anthony. Like just this stupid team on there, man.
Yeah, I sometimes I do that. I'll load up like a fantasy draft or whatever, and
those are fun.
Yeah, just build up like a super team. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start this.
All right.
Because I got some. Today's my daughter's birthday, so we got
happy birthday, Ella. Yeah, happy birthday, Ella.
Nebraska did not score. What happened?
I guess Matt Rule thought his quarterback could get over the goal line, maybe.
Yeah, let me back up there and see what happened because they looked like they were
marching down the field.
Yeah, they were at the Colorado 28.
Look, man, since this is an unconventional,
they missed the field goal.
Okay. I know this is not necessarily the show for shout outs or shout ats. I want to shout at the Panthers for not making enough jerseys for fat people like me, man. I've been trying to find a jersey all weekend, dude. And I can't find a damn jersey. And shout out to me for being fat, but shout out to Panthers for not having fat dude jerseys.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed all the as I gain weight over the years, my Steve Smith jersey looking kind of tight. It's like, yo, what's going on here?
Hey
Those
man,
and even the oversized game jerseys, which are made to fit over the pads, those are
right,
kind of small. And it's like, hold up, man, how offensive linemen
right.
be fitting in these joints? I don't get it.
I don't understand how the NFL doesn't understand they have fat fans. Like, come on, man, let's get it together.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And now this is my first time playing on All-Madden too, so
Really?
yeah.
All right. Hey man, not like I'm any better than you at the game, but just watch out for Desmond Ritter, man. Trust me on that
Oh, edit the uniform. So I always pick on Madden. They got the new all black uniforms
Yeah.
with the black helmet.
one.
So I rock with those. Although sometimes I'll use the black uniform from 2015.
Yeah.
And then put the black helmet from this year on it, which is what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, yeah, that look good.
You got the Falcons in white, right?
They should be, because if I'm in,
Yeah, I didn't know whether they automatically switched it or not. Yeah.
All right, skill level, All-Madden. Here we go.
All right, man, don't lose.
All right, so I'm gonna set it to throw it medium to start off, and then we're gonna defend the medium pass because the computer likes to cheat. They like to throw that little 8-yard slant.
Yep.
We'll do 6 minutes. We'll leave everything as it is. We won't even do even teams because
I actually go cover 2 a lot because they, like you said, they love those little slants. They like to run a lot.
So this year in man defense is overpowered. The computer does not really know how to deal with man defense. They do. They know all the man beater routes, but
Right.
The issue is that it's so easy to get pressure on the quarterback that Desmond Ritter, he's gonna have to make a quick throw, or he's gonna have to. The computer can pick up the block and get enough time to get one downfield, but if you cushion over the top, a lot of times you can make the play. So.
Well, the computer's gonna turn him into Michael Vick, man. So just watch out for that, bro.
Oh, there's Perla. What's up, Perla? Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Oh man.
You're not gonna like
this
video.
Yeah. Perla, this might not be the video for you, buddy.
I don't know. You never know. Falcons might chew me up on All-Madden. So. All right.
Perla, are you on the way to Atlanta? Are you already there?
All right, there go Desmond Ritter, looking crazy. All right, so check this out. Auto alignment base, play the ball, cornerback matchups, overall, option defense, conservative, zone drops, flats 5, curl flats 15. And you go to nickel 3-3 cub, and then you want to put Utah Gross Matos on that end, and then put Brian Burns at the right end. And don't play him outside linebacker.
Yeah, right. Right.
Hold on. And then I'm gonna show you how dumb this is.
Now you sure you can pull this off on All-Madden?
I'm confident. All right, so they're coming out in Y off flex, so 3 wide receiver set. So then what you do is you take Shaq Thompson and you stick him down that gap beside Brian Burns. It looks like they're running the ball this play, so it's not. That's not work.
goes nowhere.
All right, so I feel like they're gonna come out and pass. So you come out in nickel 3-3 cub Mike blitz, which is a cover 0 man blitz. And we're gonna pass commit. We're gonna put Shaq Thompson right there beside Brian Burns. Ooh, look at that! Give me that. So Burns came free.
Yep.
And then they got me for roughing the passer. So All-Madden already cheating.
Under construction is expanding our horizons. We are now a video game podcast.
Streaming. I got they had Cordell Patterson.
Keyza, y'all gonna lose me for a little bit. I'll be right back, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
That's one sack with Burns. All right, so Mike blitz 0. Looks like they might run it, so we're not going to pass commit, but we are going to cushion over the top. I'm going to put Shaq Thompson right here in this gap. Burns comes free. Run, Desmond Ridder, run. Oh, that's a fumble. Give me that. That's what Desmond Ridder going to do in real life. All right, gun tight open. What we're going to do is we're going to put LaVisca Chenault there. We're going to put Jonathan Mingo here. Okay, that's good. All right, we're going to try a money route. We're going to come out in stack Y flex, Salem pivot. And then we're going to hot route Miles Sanders to the little check and release. Hurst is on a zig, and then DJ Shark is on like this. And then look at that, wide open. Thank you. All right, 3rd and 2. What are we going to do? We're going to go play action read. It's a blitz. I'm going to streak Thielen. And then Mingo should be open underneath, but we got to watch the blitz. If the heat comes too fast, then we're going to hit Hurts on the zig, which we are. First down. All right, now we're going to take a shot. Drive H will. Looks like cover 3. The way that line up on Mingo, that could be cover 1, doesn't matter. We're going to put Thielen on a streak here. We're going to leave everybody else. We're going to look for Hurts over the middle or Mingo on that corner route right there. See, on All-Madden, the cornerback's able to get underneath that route, which on All-Pro, even with defensive reaction up, they normally can't get on that route. But Bryce Young kind of underthrew it. All right, same play, but this time looks like cover 3. Oh my gosh, come on, Bryce Young. Now it's 3rd and 10. So now if I do that play again, the computer is going to know. But you know what? All right, cover one man. We can hit Hurst over the middle here. All right, that's a risky play. Gun box inside zone is a great run play. The computer really doesn't know how to block, or they don't really know how to attack it. Look at that. Miles Sanders is incredible in Madden this year. I really want to go back to this play action read. All right, we're going to look for Mingo across the middle. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Oh, come on. That's all Madden. That's all Madden shit right there. All right, this is a tough down and distance, but we're going to go to gun bunch double post. Put Thielen on a drag. And then watch Hurst. Okay, they got that up. Good old offensive line. All right, 3-0. You gotta be careful kicking the ball off this year because the return coverage is terrible. So it looks like they run us. We're actually gonna come out cover 4, drop, pinch, blitz the linebackers, man him up, and then put him in a hook. There we go. Justin Houston. And that's going to end the first quarter. All right, we're up 3-0. All-Madden against the Falcons. We're going to come back out Mike Blitz 0. They are definitely passing, so we're going to pass commit. Going to go over the top coverage. Look at that. Thank you. Same play. See if we can get a fumble or safety here. Oh, they sent a blocker, but hate you, Desmond Ridder. All right, hold on. Doing something different.
Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
All right, we're going to take that out
for
here.
6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Here is Young. That's caught over the middle by
Hurts is
it past the 30, almost to the 25. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. The defenders been able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Sanders on the carries.
Young now.
Uh-oh.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady. Doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Granted, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Ritter now.
Another fumble. Get that. Thank you.
Yeah, this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage just gets over there too.
Incompletion here, 2nd and 10 from the 20.
This is a blitz. We're going to try and hurt us in this little flat.
Young to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. A 3rd field goal. The coverage is so not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the fumble recovery is going to set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to the air on second down. Here's
5 seconds.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Panthers going to use the second of their timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Great.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And take it right at the 35. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
That's not
Young. He's got Bingo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that's an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And just a second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we're sending down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
We're going to try 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's a lit. I'm not checking. Check. First.
Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. On play action, Young.
Awesome.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Out of the gun, it's Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense is coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the 2nd half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 40-yard punt.
They're down.
The Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
This is 2nd and 8. Ritter back to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped for the 35. That's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Ritter.
Tried it.
Quickly there, strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it.
Oh my God.
And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession.
That's first time
They deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Now a loose football.
Thank you.
Comes out. And a big turnover there.
coaches have.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Oh, my God.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
All right, go for it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Ritter to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field.
All right.
Sleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles. And the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you. And make sure they touch it.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run your offense, and yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit.
What up?
Sets them up for third down. And you see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Man, he's supposed to be up 30 nothing.
What's that?
He's supposed to be up 20 now.
Oh, I was the football and computer.
Hey, Drummy, commute.
They baked it on logos. And got returned. And then
first down, that's going to leave them hard because they really need to stop them there.
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this is a
22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll throw again. Young. That swung out wide to Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Mingo first and zig.
Off the play fake, Young. Again, that's Hurst. So he does a completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. It'll be Young again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is, and in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that.
They're smart. Now they're scared to run. They're double teaming and
Stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here we go. Red cycle.
Let's get going. Let's corner out.
Third and long for Young. He left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah,
Watch him kicking this back.
They were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one.
All right. Ritter.
Minute 49. Now Ritter and the Falcons.
He's gotta go.
A little under a minute 50 remaining.
And he do.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Ritter. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now 2nd and 4.
There you go. Thank you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Hey.
And he'll get this up to the 34. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Ritter. And he can't get a throw. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying?
Burn.
Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Give me that.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with the pick. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So until then, this game's over.
And
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football.
You still on?
Gave it back to the offense.
Tomorrow too.
What's that?
If Pollard is still watching, man, that's what's gonna happen tomorrow too. So get ready.
Hey, so Desmond Ridder had look at the stats here, the virtual stats. Desmond Ridder 9 for 14, 115 yards, 1 touchdown and a pick. Not too shabby. Bryce Young, he didn't do well for me. 15 for 26 for 175. But I really didn't run the ball that much. I didn't throw any touchdowns.
How many sacks did Brian Burns have?
Brian Burns, 9 sacks.
9 sacks.
The NFL record on All-Madden.
Right.
They was doing crazy stuff to stop. They were double teaming him and blocking a running back. They would double team him with a guard and a tackle and then block a running back.
It still didn't work.
Yeah, 9 sacks, 2 forced fumbles.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you for that, man.
Also, I got a sack with Justin Houston too. Justin Houston for some reason was not on the Panthers roster when the game first came out.
Yeah,
it was weird. So he wasn't on my franchise mode, which is weird. So.
Yeah, man. Anytime I can see the Falcons get beat, capacity, man, it's a good thing, man. So even that,
Jonathan Mingo.
Awesome.
Mingo was my guy today at 77 yards. Hayden Hurst. I hope Hayden Hurst has a good season for the Panthers, man. We need a reliable tight end. Right?
Yeah, is it? Yeah. And why do we have 5 tight ends on the roster? Can we talk about that real quick? Like,
why is Ian Thomas?
We don't need.
Why is Ian
still have a job
Thomas on? He been on the Panthers for 3 years. I think he was secretly on the roster when we went to the Super Bowl in 2004. He just did we draft him? He just appeared one day. I swear, he just like showed up one day.
I don't know why he's still on this team. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it. All right, but that's gonna do it for me. I just want to see if I can do this live. It would have been easier to do it and then like record it, but I want to do it live so no one could be like, man, Keyza he changed the difficulty, whatnot. So yeah. By the way, I am on the PC. I'm on the PC version.
So. Now look, impress me. Go to sliders and cut up pass blocking to like 100 and see if you can pull that off.
I can do that. You know, it's funny because this blitz. You know how like pro players, they'll find out any blitz that just manipulates the game.
Yep.
And that's what this blitz does. The computer essentially has to pick who they want to block, and they pick wrong every time. Not that it matters.
Every single time.
I had like 18 sacks in one season with Shaq Thompson because they were picking up. Oh, we need to block Brian Burns, but Shaq Thompson just come through with the sacks. And then Shaq Thompson wanted like $17 million a year, so I cut him. That's how I do. That's how it is.
Well, all right, brother.
That's how it is. All right, man. Hey, well, drive safe. Have a good time in the game tomorrow.
Appreciate it, bro.
Anyone who was watching this, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we have a good game tomorrow. Me and Jamal will be live tomorrow right after the game. and then and let y'all know our thoughts on the Panthers' first win of the season. Like I did that.
There you go. Right. Other
All right, y'all.
construction,
Y'all have a
man.
good one.
We will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Keyza, peace out, man.
Peace, man.